All right, we're gonna jump into some historic ranked and MTGA. We're gonna jump into some historic on arena, but first, real quick, a little bit of news on the D2R Beta. There's supposed to be like 2 phases of the beta. This is off an unofficial website, but I did check up with the actual Blizzard statement. This blue section right here is the actual Blizzard statement. It says there will be 2 phases, as noted. Think of the phases as different weekends, as typically that's when most people can play, and we really need to stress things with MP being involved. They said it's still on for August. I think it'll be like the last 2 weekends of August, and that'll give them about a month to tweak anything that needs to be tweaked before the actual release in September. This month we'll see the launch of Diablo 2 Resurrected Beta with any luck. Today, D2R CM Adam Fletcher has given a little more detail on how they will run, and that's the 2 separate weekends. Think of it as 2 phases. While it's commonplace these days for beta tests to run over the weekend, it's not ideal for a lot of folks. Older gamers like myself can't always take a whole weekend off to lose ourselves in beta tests. It's also a really short time period to get to grips with the game. However, as we already know, these tests are taking place as stress tests for the BattleNet under load now that D2R has moved to modern BattleNet. We're aware that you may need to start thinking about keeping a couple of the weekends free if you want to take part in them. I'm thinking it'll be the last 2 weekends in August. Otherwise, they would have announced it by now, I mean, we're only, a few days into August. But I seriously doubt it's not going to be this weekend. Otherwise, they would have announced it. So I'm thinking it'll probably be the last 2 weekends, maybe middle-ish of August. Let me look at my calendar real quick. So I seriously doubt it'll be the 13th through the 15th, which is not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. I think they would have announced it 2 weeks prior, but I think it'll more likely be the 20th to the 22nd and the 27th through the 29th is what I'm thinking, if they're doing it on weekends. So we'll have 2 weekends to test it out, so think about that if you want to get in on the beta. Take time off work if you need to do that, but don't try taking time off until it's announced. You don't want to take time off and then them postpone it or be on a different weekend. It's not for sure what weekend it's going to be on. I would wait till they announce it, but I don't see them not announcing it a couple weeks prior. I don't think they'll be like, hey, tomorrow's the beta. So just something to think about. That's all the Diablo 2 Resurrected news we have for today. Now let's jump into some Magic the Gathering Arena.